Hello, my name is Michael Bindtner, host of the Christian Left blog, but my name is Bindtner, which derives from a family of Luxembourgeois who derived from Malachi Bindtner, with a DT, from Aach in Trier. If you know anything about Aach, you know who lived there. My father's mother was a Fuchs. The line came from Prague. Her mother was a Lieb. You know what Lieb stands for? Her mother was a Daisenberg. The Berg kind of says it. Why do I say this? Because I saw the news tonight, and I am sickened. People wearing yarmulkes, blocking aid from starving people. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Children looking like they are people from the camps. We say never again. What is this? I mean, we molest in the north. We molest the poor and the alien, and they took us off to Assyria, and the gypsies kept going west, and that's probably where some of the Bindtners were from as well, according to my grandmother. We do the same thing in Judea, and they send us off to Babylon. We come back and do the same thing and we don't molest them, but we have enmity with the Samaritans, and they take us and they send it off, and we get taken off to Rome, which is how we got here, to Europe, and then to America, and back to Israel. And I'm sickened to what I see. It's, when is it enough? When do we see the error? It's, granted, we put ourselves in the crossroads of three continents, and you tend to be invaded if you do that. But I tell you some of the motivations here. I'm recording. I mean, granted that the deaths that happened in the kibbutz should not have happened, but we have more than made up for it in blood and in hunger. I mean, people whose haploid DNA is ours. There have been no mutations between when we all lived in Canaan together and now. There have been no major mutations. They are us, and we starve them. Ezekiel said, if my brother commits evil and I tell him not, then I'm responsible for his death. But if I tell him of his evil, then he is responsible for his death. And I say to you, that should you cleanse Gaza and make it a settler country again, or a settler country again, or continue to do the same in the West Bank and make it and cleanse it and settle it from those who own it and were born there. Thus saith the Lord, the sea shall swallow Gaza, and those who would take it for settlement from its people. Thus saith the Lord. Your struggle to make Gaza an olive grove again is not worth what is happening here. Security is not worth what is happening here. I call upon Joe Biden to make sure those aid trucks are allowed to flow, even if the Marines have to do it. It's never. We say never again, but do we mean it? Do we mean it? So I'm disgusted by what I see, and saith the Lord, and the evil now, or bad things will happen to us again.